So happy New Year, Mr. Don't Care, back to report. Got a lot of things to talk, don't critique my whole concept. I ain't bad. They couldn't catch a booking in a fan. Every man I do him thing, but
Versace and Mike Jones need to really stop saying.
Chucky had a nice buzz, then his song get lost. JW won't blaze the time.
I'm a part of you to do life for spite. I'm a part of you to do life for spite.
Disappear. Come on, son. The shooters only play on point one.
Pull it up now, pull it up. Live in studio, next 99.1 FM. 99.1. The real #1 Blaze with my brethren. Chromatics in the building. Better known as Richard. The family and friends, you know. How to call you Richard after this year.
Oh, my government name just flying out so these days.
All over the place though, because I see somewhere when I just got the video. I think maybe it's how I get to my email. I think I see Richard, I say, yeah, but my name is Richard, you know. My name is Richard.
Hey, well, nothing wrong with that, yeah.
You know what I mean? So Richard, aka Chromatics, welcome, of course, welcome home.
Yes, I'm glad to be here. I haven't been here since last year. I might have passed through once.
I was saying, last time I see your hands were shaking because you wasn't getting enough sleep. You've been pressing, doing things in the studio.
Man.
So before we get to the wrap it up, I want to deal with the artist side of the wrap up. Other things are going on. Tell me a little bit of the inside of what we're gonna expect from Chromatics for 2013.
Yo, this year different. This year is some differentology in this year. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are embarking on an international push marketing and promotional plan.
For real?
Highway Records, yeah. And we are going to be releasing all of our artist albums this year. John, Kane, Lil Saint.
For
so
real,
a lot of those, you will be hearing those songs in the months to come. But the first project was obviously the Carnival wrap-up, and the mixtape, The Science of Colors, Volume 2, that is out now. And I've been getting a lot of feedback from different people, and the only negative feedback I've got to the song is that, boy, that is all this man is sing about. Which is not true.
Which is not true.
You know what I mean? If this is a song that somehow reaches to your ears, well, alright, go home, go check out the video on YouTube, and go and download the mixtape. Because we're trying to show everybody that is a body of work. You know,
it's a variety of work, it's things that are going on, it's things that keep pressing and keep pumping, and that's why I bring it up, because Highway Records, Chromatics, you know what I mean, people like Pun, all have been working, plugging away, doing stuff in studio night after night, going in the candle at 3 ends, you know what I mean, doing your thing. So tell me a little bit about, you know, the project of Carnival wrap-up last year. Tell me about the inception, the genesis of doing a Carnival wrap-up tune, because right now, as far as I'm concerned, it's a staple of Carnival. It's something that we're looking for to make sure at the end of the Carnival season, it helps to bring us out, bring us into the rap thing, understand that we have artists here doing rap and hip-hop. Tell me about the inspiration and the genesis about it, whether it was, you know, real talk, is things that you really think you need to deal with.
Well, the genesis was obviously last year, because the first one was last year. And what happened was, I was in New York for 3 months, doing shows, having meetings, meeting people, networking, etc., etc. And after that, so I was in New York from September, October, November, came back in December.
Right.
Which is when Carnival season now start.
Yeah.
So for artists like me who's out there working, I had to come back to a kind of stagnant state now because of the Carnival season.
Right.
And a man like myself who writes on inspirations, which is the world around me. You understand? I was immersed in it. I kind of came home and I started to feel real heavy vibes. So I said, hey, we're going to fet, yes? And I went to the real fets and thing, and the idea just came to me, and I started to put together little lines and thing, and I was like, wait, no, this could be a good idea.
Yeah.
And I basically rapped the first verse for Pun in the studio, and he was like, dog, that is some hit music day.
Yeah, for sure,
you know what I mean? And we recorded it and put it out, and that was the genesis of it. But what happened is that it was so unexpected that we didn't really have time to create and have a product ready or something to follow it up with last year. And then, of course, we were relocating studios. We are no longer in Kirab Junction.
Right.
We are now located in El Socorro on the main road itself.
Yeah.
And so that right after Carnival wrap-up was the last song recorded in Highway Records in Kirab.
Nice.
Then we moved. And then that little period, the studio was down, so I couldn't really put in the work to get
other stuff out.
So this time, I made sure, me and Pun, we went in the studio, my whole team, the whole HR team and all the other people that helped with it, we went in and we made sure that we had this product ready, this mixtape, The Science of Colors Volume 2. And it was some crazy hours from last week in terms of writing 3 additional songs, recording them, and writing kind of a wrap-up, recorded last week Friday.
That's why we're here, that's what I'm saying, because even the video, It had the pictures.
The video was shot. The intro was shot on Thursday. The song was recorded Friday.
Yeah.
And the video was edited Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then everything went out. And the artwork was done all over last week for the mixtape as well. Big up to Aesthetics, and of course big up to Pun, who actually recorded and mixed the song. This one and the last one in Highway Records.
Hey, Pun has skills.
Yeah, man.
Pun, know what you doing now? You sure Pun, you know what you're doing back there?
Yeah, that's basically the genesis of it. So we wanted to make sure and really capitalize this time and let people know, alright, it's not just kind of a wrap up, you know. Go out there and really look for it. And then, of course, as I said, right after that, we're gonna be releasing our other artists' albums and their projects, singles, like videos, etc. Yeah.
Alright, so let's get into the meat of the wrap up for 2013. We have 5 minutes to go and deal with the meat of the wrap up. So the meat of the wrap up, I mean, a lot of people have been saying, yo, Chromatics come out real hard, talk a lot of truth, disrespectful to certain people as they would put it. But I know one of the lines in the song down to the end is, yo, you can't be in the race, you can't wear the crown if you can't take Pekong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So real talk. So tell me about your response from artists and things this year in terms of how they're responding to getting plugged, to getting bust up.
Well, no artist has contacted me or reached out to me yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think that's really for them to do. I will probably hear it through the pipes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
But only one man I contacted, and that was Mike Jones. Really, just, you know. But he's nothing, it's all entertainment.
It's all entertainment,
you know
and he's good at it.
But I mean, there's certain other lines that you realize this, you allow certain people now. Right? Especially
I find you allow real people.
Allowed Destructor hit she had last year. She had a good year, you know what I mean? I really like the tune.
She had a decent year.
It was nice. As we were saying before, allow showing.
Yeah, because I was going to say nothing about showing.
But I had to include a couple more people this year, so I'm gonna rotate it. You dig?
No bias.
But I want to clear up something, because as I said, I'm probably gonna say this on every interview. You see the Nadia line?
Yeah.
Right? That have more to do with alright, Nadia put out the song manager and whatnot and thing, you know, she coming at the guys and whatnot.
Right,
so I had to hit her back with I had to get she a little touch. You know what I mean? So then I got the line, and I kind of wanted to pay respect to my brethren too, Jiron Kwan.
Yeah, Kwan.
You know what I mean? Who sing song Dirty Contract now. So Nadia, if you're listening, don't take no horrors. You know what I mean? And
no, because people want to know, you know, how you know about the contract. I don't know. I know. If you dip your pen in the ink. I'm just saying what the people say. They want to dip your pen in the ink. You know about the contract. So I mean, so moving forward again, of course you deal with the radio DJs. Of course, you know, everybody, you know, we are KG here doing anything too. So
yeah. Well, you see, you know, KG, there's certain men I go low, you know.
Yeah.
Especially men who write for themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll pick a lower man who write for himself, because straight up and down, this is how I see it, Jed. A lot of people, especially the guys who do, I mean, it's not across the board, but to me, it's almost like there's no full respect for the power of music now. It's just a hustle now.
Yeah, for sure.
You get a producer, you get a writer, write a tune, and you're going to do a thing. And you're trying to make them. It's not. They're not trying to push anything creatively.
No
passion. These things. So the guys who do it out of just a genuine love for music, you know, I mean, I wouldn't take it as harsh on them as I would somebody else.
For real.
You dig?
So here, man. Wrap it up 2013. More good than bad, or more bad than good? In terms of what you feel the results will be, how you feel it's going to impact on artists listening to it. You think it's going to have a... I mean, and I'm talking about it from a perspective where a man will say, boy, Chromatics really right about that, maybe we need to put some more energy in, or if you think it's just going to be about a fight and a battle. Yeah, that's a doozy, I know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm really more concerned about creating a presence outside of Carnival when it's our time, and our meaning all the other artists, because I listening to all radio stations straight up and down, and we switch real quick. I thought we switch back real quick.
A lot of people.
I know because they was trying to free up the Carnival wrap up to get played, but you know, you know, everybody, right?
Right.
But we switched, but we didn't switch. We switched foreign.
Yeah, hard too.
Hard. So it's not like DJs was. I actually coming up here. I've always played in Nebula.
Yeah,
played a couple other some different joints, right? You see, the art of DJing is. I mean, I come from a different school. I come from a hip hop school.
True.
Where the DJ was the man who rocked on stage. The
DJ is the superstar.
Was the producer. But DJs also used to dig. You understand?
Yeah.
Not because music gone end up in your inbox. Mean that is all there is. Yeah. Some fellas really have to go out there and look and search and find and get involved with us local artists now. And maintain a rapport, so you could tell a man, well, boy, I didn't really feel your thing, you know, but you see this tune, send that one for me. And build a rapport and build a relationship and build an industry too now.
For real.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
yeah, go ahead. I know we'll short on time.
10 seconds here, I want you to tell me something that you didn't say in the tune that you would have liked to say. One of them hidden verses now, because I know you're a fella just plug away, you build things. Someday you feel radio friendly enough that you could give
radio friendly enough, because the things that I edited out might have nah, there was a couple people, trust me, it had so much thing,
Not a real thing.
You know, I big up Marshall this year as far as I'm concerned. Boy, I can't remember. Big up the Freetown, though. You get through. Big up Mohammed and you know my brethren. Freetown, they get through.
What about James? Trinidad James get through too.
Yeah, James get through, man. Nah, he's I met him and we had a chance to talk for a bit. He's a real cool fella, man.
Yeah. Alright, so we had it to the news now, brought to you courtesy TN Tech, the power to make it work.
One more thing before I go. Everybody, go out there, check the YouTube page, check the video, and download the mixtape for free. Free 99. The name of the mixtape is called The Science of Colors Volume 2, featuring Carnival Wrap Up 2K13 and 2K12 and more tunes. You know what I mean?
Tune. Find out more about Chromatics and what else he's been doing. It's not just about the wrap up. He's got more. Here comes the news courtesy TN Tech, the power to make it work. Maddox in studio, wrap it up again.
Yeah. I rap with the soul of the old school, embedded in me, the swag of a new jack, who better than me?